We have our chapel of rest. This is where families come to see their loved ones. Always knock the door, out of respect. Two branches. We have this branch here and we have one down at Netley, which is about 1.5 miles away. I would prefer to stay small. If we have lots of branches all over the place, then we're just going to look as though we're corporate and not independent, which is what we want to stay. We want to stay independent and small and intimate, as it were. Our first funeral that we ever did as a company was of a 19-year-old girl who just collapsed from thrombosis. And at that time, my daughter was 19, so it was very difficult, that one, you know, knowing that your child was the same age and what they had in front of them. But you have to deal with it professionally, and we just keep our thoughts. We're not cold in here. We do not sympathise, but we empathise with the families, and we do get involved with them quite a lot. We can deal with babies or fetus even up until I think our oldest person was 102. Sometimes you do become emotional with the families, but you still have to try and distance yourself slightly, because otherwise you would never cope with being a funeral director. You have got to have some kind of guard, otherwise you wouldn't be able to cope. I suppose it's been a bit like being a doctor at A&E. You know, you see all different kinds of things, and you do try and distance yourself when you're at home from what you've seen. Yes, we do see some nasty things, but again, when you see someone who has passed away and looks peaceful in their coffin, then that can be a rewarding thing as well. I'm not scared of seeing dead people. I never have been. I think that is another thing. I think some people might see a deceased and be frightened by it, but I've never been like that. So it's not easy, but it is part of life, and no, death doesn't really frighten me, not now.
I hope and pray that I'm doing this job at the age of 70, 75, and I can still walk in front of a hearse and still be very proud of the job I do.